Hello! This video explains you more about the pathways to digital manufacturing that are developed by the Connected Factories Coordination Action. A video that was released before focuses on the digitalization within the so-called automation pyramid. That pathway was called the Autonomous Smart Factories pathway. You can find a link to that video in the description below or on the Connected Factories web pages. A pathway is composed of different levels of digitalization that are associated to a number of milestones. These milestones indicate practices of digitalization that, while evolving to the right-hand side of the pathways, become more advanced. Ultimately, the milestones on the right fit within the vision of digital manufacturing within the scope of the automation pyramid. This video focuses on a pathway that is called Hyperconnected Factories. And here the scope of digitalization is value networks, meaning that we are stepping outside the boundaries of a factory and connect to other factories that are part of a manufacturing ecosystem or value network. The first levels of the Hyperconnected Factories pathway display similar levels as the Autonomous and Smart Factories pathway. Multi-purpose digital tools are progressively implemented and complemented by dedicated tools that are operating in silos within the company. Level 3 indicates a phase where different dedicated tools are getting connected, where intra-factory connectivity is achieved before addressing and exploiting the proper integration and connectivity of information processes across different factories in Level 4. Until reaching Level 4, communication with other companies is primarily done by emails. In Level 4, dedicated IT connections, such as private industrial networks, are established among a selection of long-term value chain partners, where it is worth investing the time and the money to establish these digital connections. These connections allow for better high-level planning and forecasting and visibility of where the required capabilities are. Level 5 is a level where dynamic IT connections can be established with new business partners or suppliers. This is a level where common digital platforms are used for supporting tender and bidding processes. More detailed scheduling and rescheduling is possible, and the visibility of work in progress at the supplier's side is achieved. Similar to the Autonomous Smart Factories pathway, and this is valid for any pathway, there are a lot of key enablers and cross-cutting factors that enable the implementation of the levels and milestones. This spans from skills aspects, the optimization focus of the digitalization, investment aspects and business models, interoperability, security, many technological building blocks, etc., etc. In the Autonomous Smart Factories pathway video, we have spent some more time on these cross-cutting factors, but in this video we will spend some more time on examples from projects. Therefore, let's have a look at some factors of the future projects that are relevant for this pathway. Composition provides an integrated information management system, in essence an ecosystem for collaborative manufacturing processes, with blockchain-based trust and security features. There are 6 main use cases that are of interest to be highlighted here: visual analytics, predictive maintenance, price forecasting, agent-based marketplace, waste bin route optimization, and fill level monitoring. Composition addresses 5 areas of interest in the pathway scheme, related to the aforementioned 6 results or building blocks. At the factory level, it supports high-level planning of manufacturing with visual analytics. Moreover, it supports forecasting of required capabilities with a predictive maintenance toolkit paired with a decision support system to foster dynamic readaptation. In the same area of interest, it provides a price forecasting tool. These solutions have been demonstrated at a biomedical plant and at a lift-producing factory. Additionally, composition addresses the concept of connected factories and supply chain links integration by offering a secure agent-based marketplace as a common digital platform to be used for tenders and bidding. Dynamic rescheduling is accomplished with an optimization tool for waste bin collection route, a major issue in large plants with various recyclable materials, as well as for recycling companies. Tied with that is the fill level monitoring capability, provided to achieve visibility of work in progress at the supplier's side, from the recycling company point of view. The second group of the composition outcomes have been demonstrated at the lift producing company, which forms an ecosystem with a recycling company and industrial IoT and software producing companies. You are warmly invited to look up the composition project on the Afra Innovation portal and find out more about it. The second project that we look into, DigiCore, offers a technology platform, collaboration tools and services that allow manufacturing companies and service providers to create and operate collaborative networks across the value chain. The platform supports the integration of non-traditional, small but innovative companies into the complex supply chain of large OEMs. The main tangible results of the project are the following: tendering tool, tender decomposition and matchmaking tool, collaboration tool, factory connector, asset monitoring, production monitoring. At the business level, DigiCore supports a common digital platform used for tenders and bidding, which is represented by most of the DigiCore platform, but more precisely by the tendering tool, tender decomposition and matchmaking tool, and the collaboration tool. The first one first lets SME register and indicate their manufacturing capability, in effect what they can produce. Then OEM users specify and publish tenders, making them accessible to SMEs. The second tool decomposes a tender, or rather the expected final product, and finds SMEs who can produce and provide the individual parts. Once an SME team is formed, the third tool then guides both the OEM and SMEs through the whole setup of that team of SMEs by managing the necessary documentation, including contracts, to become formal suppliers. This procedure addresses both inter-factory integration with long-term value network partners and inter-factory integration with new value network partners. At the factory level, DigiCore supports visibility of work in progress at the supplier site using the factory connector, asset monitoring, and the production monitoring. The first one allows an SME to download a plugin that is then installed at the factory site to monitor specific IoT and SCADA devices. The connector is already configured to communicate with a counterpart in the DigiCore platform. The second tool allows DigiCore to query the status of factory assets such as robots. Finally, the production monitoring tool brings together connectors and monitors and shows the supply network in the current process and the production status at each factory site. This makes the production across the supply network visible to the OEM in real time. DigiCore has demonstrated its platform functionality and added value in 3 pilot scenarios: aerospace cluster of SMEs in Hamburg, integration of DigiCore and an existing platform called SME Cluster in the automotive cluster of SMEs in Wales, and factory-level production of exoskeletons and robots at Comau in Turin. The eFactory project is a more recently started project, which builds on the results of the DigiCore and Composition project, as well as other projects such as Nimble and VFOS. eFactory realizes a federated smart factory ecosystem, where multiple FOF platforms are interlinked through an open and interoperable data spine. The federated eFactory ecosystem not only supports continuity of innovative digital manufacturing platforms, it also reduces the barrier to innovation by providing seamless access to innovative services and solutions that are currently dispersed. The federation is bootstrapped by initially interlinking Composition, DigiCore, Nimble, and VFOS project platforms. This is complemented by industrial platforms, collaboration tools, and smart factory systems, specifically selected to support connected factories in lot size 1 manufacturing. The eFactory Federation is made accessible through the eFactory platform that offers unified access to users, allowing them to utilize the functionality from multiple providers' platforms, experiment with innovation approaches, and develop custom solutions based on their specific needs. The eFactory platform provides unified access to a host of solutions that cover end-to-end user needs in the Hyperconnected Factories pathway. The innovative solutions brought together in eFactory range from factory connectors, IoT gateways, shop floor monitoring, secure data exchange, data analytics, to tendering, matchmaking, team formation, workflow management, distributed planning, risk management, and blockchain-based smart contracting between collaborative entities. The interoperations of different solutions in the eFactory ecosystem and the development of data spine is the focus of current developments in eFactory. The federated ecosystem will be validated in 3 connected factory pilot scenarios related to the distributed production activities in the aerospace assembly, furniture manufacturing, and waste management domains. The outcomes of the pilots will be openly made available to attract interest in an open call experimentation program where up to 30 funded experiments will be supported to either utilize eFactory solutions or contribute towards the enhancement of the eFactory ecosystem. You can obtain more information about these pathways on the web pages of the Connected Factories project. We are calling on projects and initiatives, both on European level or national regional level across different programs, addressing the digitalization of manufacturing, to describe the use cases and demonstrators on the EFRA Innovation Portal and position these cases within the pathways. Also, industrial cases that are associated to solutions that are on the market are welcome. This will make the pathways concrete and inspiring and will also help us to fine-tune the pathways. We are looking forward to your feedback and contributions to the pathways. Keep in touch.